Uh-huh. Yeah, what? Welcome. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome. Yeah, 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 yeah. One, two, three, three, one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, that's it. Box cover, this is Festival and welcome to another top 15 social media countdown. Now this is the first social media countdown for December. I've been, busy lately. I got sick with the flu recently. Somebody have to take some little time off and make sure say me get back together, fit and whole hard. So I have a whole heap of things to talk about, including a little, like an award situation there, and a host of other things like Conscience, Miss Jamaica Universe, then Bolton, Johan Blake, boy oh boy. So let's get into the countdown.
The dirty or the berry, yeah, the juicy or the scoop. All the things that going on and missing on the news. Tell your sister and your auntie said the countdown coming soon. All the drama what you want, you for tuning to the youth. Like, yo, hey, box cover, cover all the topics like a hymn. Pot cover, mix up, blender, all them suck me out, what happening of the week, yo, just tune in, scene.
Number 16, bestest support, my runner-up spot. So, I have to congratulations, I have to congratulate Tony and Singh on becoming Miss World 2019. Yeah, man, from all the way in St. Thomas for go win a world title like that. She did an excellent job. And if you want to find out more about it, go and check out my review right here. So, but yeah, let me be a sidetrack. Me have to say big up to Miss Giant Nigeria because the way she reacted to Jamaica's win was nothing but nothing but triumphant. That was just excellent. That was muchas gracias. That is the type of energy we need from all our friends into 2020.
Yes! 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 Oh my gosh! Yes! The box for
I know what interesting is that it look like says a Nigerian culture like them just always supportive like that because it is the same thing and the same sort of energy that Miss Nigeria gave to Miss South Africa in the Miss Universe competition pre.
Take your first walk as Miss Universe 2019.
And here's what Miss Nigeria had to say about the type of support that Miss Jamaica gave her, which made it a lot easier for her to support her naturally.
Well, you will never be forgotten. And we love you.
I love her too. I love you too. We know you love her. I love you too.
Oh, I'm also here say, the tourism minister invite her to come to Jamaica and she said that sure, she'll be coming. So hopefully when she reach, we can get the interview with her because she sounds like she's very festive and have good personality. I think the readers about this support, women supporting each other, sound off below. Number 15, spicy mackerel. Me chicken gunya. What? My word. So, as you know, Spice, dancehall artist Spice, has our talk show named Spice It Up. And on the recent episode, she had on her dancer Rebel, as well as Rebel's boyfriend Intense, and Mackerel did up on the couch, and they talk about social media and all kind of things. And boy, people, all I have to say is what a way goodie come right out. Mackerel look nice and clean, and I'm not going to say chrome, but she look nice, melanated. No, Mackerel look good. Round of applause to Mackerel Atnis.
The girl said, should I take your man?
No, can you remember him have the ear?
Yeah.
Suppose him go draw closer and closer and the baby go born. The baby got a pretty ear.
Yeah.
So Anti-Spice?
Yeah. Yeah, girl. Draw the Cordera. Draw the Cordera to Intense.
And you're big up Rebel on the couch and talk about things that and apparently there's a new taco named Right Through. Yeah, girl, Right Through. Something like that. I think I saw it go.
You search man phone?
Right, true.
That's not right though, Rebel.
And her boyfriend Intense now. Intense is one of the fast rising DJs them right now. And when him up on the coach door, him did very quiet. Like him look like him never wanted there. Like when Pitney got him at a workplace and have to wait until him had to finish from work and then just sit down in the cafeteria just wait all long and have nothing to do. I saw Intense they look on the couch. So let me know what you think about the Spice It Up show and what you think about Mackerel shutting up the episode. Sound off below. Number 14, Mandeville Cheer. Me people like them. So, say a festive season now, it's December. And while everybody else, especially in Kingston, make sure them take care of them light bill and kind of conserve. Mandeville, The people them in Manchester, well look like them are have up them coin them now hold back. Them say, we not care what kind of JPS bill we're gonna get on January, we are gonna braff for the Christmas, and that is what they are doing. Pre this video, people.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on.
Oh wow, no, at them levels there are wealthiness there, me depend for 2020. Wow. Number 13, DJ Khaled Chef. My fresh fry. So, DJ Khaled, as you know, this man is an honorary Jamaican. I don't know why him not just come and take him citizenship and start to live in a Jonestown or somewhere in a Jamaica. Because the way how him take on to the Jamaican culture is second to none. Now, this brother now, apparently, him just learn about Sprat and pretty video people.
Sprat. You know, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Sprat. You know what I mean? A real yard man eats Sprat. Let me drain some of this yard man juice. And yeah, put up the Sprat. Now let me tell you about the Sprat. Oh, no, it's no funny thing, it's real thing. Come get close up here. So you got the Sprat, and this is the how you pronounce this? I want to mix it. Escabish. I call this Yardman juice. So y'all eat this.
So what do you think about DJ Khaled's love for Jamaica people? Do you also enjoy Sprat? You love Sprat? No, let me hear that in the comments now. Number 12, Ambiciones, Migongo Peas. So, as you know, Nicole McLaren, she is the owner and CEO of AIM Services. Basically, she helps kids with SATs, and if you mix up and, you just love the little drama, you know, so she is also Agent Sasko's wife. So, for some reason, I think people have a love-hate relationship with her, and recently she posted a video on social media kind of, I guess, encouraging her students, and this is what the video said.
In December should be going out at this point. You have to make some decisions. If you're still going out on a Saturday night as an aimer and you know you have mock exam Sunday, you have no ambition. Stop telling yourself that you want results that you are not willing to sacrifice and do the work for. Period. Point blank.
Oh, okay. So when she said it, kind of sound like a stern, and you kind of get the little parental, the kind of nudge there. But the little part where she mentioned said them not have no ambition if them go out just before exam. People never did take kindly to it. Me personally never think it really that bad, because me think she understand her students them and that type of relationship she have with her. But outside of that, me think that people just don't like Nicole. Them sit down and look for anything when Nicole can do, so them can run in pan her for chastise her. I do not know why Nicole seems to be so hated, because what was this about? But me understand there are people who actually can go to party and then, still ace an exam because them study from long time, them have it like that. So probably the idea of just saying, say, yo, them not an ambition and them workless, that type of logic might not make sense, but me just think, say, cut her some slack, man, people. Boy, do you agree with me, burritos? Sound off below. Number 11, Dale in Africa. Me say day, oh. Daylight come and me want go home. Alright, so social media personality and lead actor in the movie Sprinter, Dale Elliott, went to Africa recently to promote the movie, and while there, he decided to just, walk around and take a bunch of pictures and just really immerse himself in the African culture. And boy, it just made his social media presence just turn up to the 15 million power, because the content did shell. Pre. And all the moment here.
People, I am in downtown Kingston. At the regular pharmacy where you aisle up that look like a Obia aisle over there, sorry, them would call it Jojo. No man, watch ya. No man, kill me there downtown, me there. Man, I look like him ask me to buy something, man. Come on. Me nah like that part of South Africa, you make me feel right at home. Street them want sweep just like downtown. Man, they are cook on the sidewalk, Brinks truck. Apparently, this is the Brinks truck. Look at Syrian story where we see halfway through. The man have a AK.
And as you know, you cannot go to Africa, or you cannot travel at all as a Jamaican creator. I do not do this bus conductor routine. It's like, it's imperative.
Pop in campus, pop in. Pop in campus. You in Mona campus. Pop in. Pop in arbitrary. Mama.
Alright, big up yourself, DL. We can't wait for your travel because one thing with Elliot, anywhere him go, him make it into a moment where going to be hilarious and you're going to just learn something from it. So yeah, big up yourself, DL. Number 10, Pembroke Brawl. My word, my sentence. So, this drama now, it kind of a little bit dated now with the Pembroke Hall teacher when it kind of flare up in the classroom after, you know, some students apparently did misbehave. And this teacher, if you never see the video, still want like a piece of it, I can't even show much. But yeah man, the teacher, oh my god, did I just burp? Yeah man, the teacher got cross, angry, and miserable in the classroom and tell the pit them, say, yo, you don't know me, no. You don't know where I come from, you know. Me no care where you're bad. Me choke off in your face, you know, boy. You don't know nothing about me, no. Yeah man, showing full YouTube on the people them. And then one bag of social media, you know, conversation started. People wondering if she should be fired, she should get treatment, you know, some psychological evaluation, and countless of social media public figures, you know, came to the defense of the teacher to kind of share their support.
Check with kids. Teacher, turn up on no foot. Nobody pushing around on a human being too.
What will be in a school youth if you feel like so him can diss a teacher? I've been seeing so many videos over, especially this year, where students, especially boys, in high schools are disrespect teacher.
Unfortunately, what happened with the Pembroke Hall teacher, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But I can understand her temporary state of insanity that sent her to exactly where she went.
So up to now, I don't really know what happened, if not happened to the student or something actually happened to the teacher. But what I'd like to know is, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with these public figures, or are you on the side of the student or the teacher? Sound off below. Number 9, science fun. Me test tube. So moving from that drama with the Pembroke Hall High teacher, now we're going to go to something a little bit positive. So recently, a video featuring a teacher engaging with her students via song went viral. Take a look at the video. Okay, alright. Science is a gas is a science that makes me cry. Nigga word, nigga, we all says now. Yeah, I don't really know, but basically, in the video, she was teaching her students the different states of matter. So you have solid, liquid, and gas, and all of them are matter. And it was very fun. Now, this actually took place at the Dembe High School, and her name is Miss Elvie Saltai, I hope I get the name correctly. But yeah man, she blew up on Smile Jamaica, have interview and all kind of things, and even Andrew Holness himself retweeted the video and, you know, gave her commendations for engaging her students like this. Now, this is something that must be commended, and it come like the time enough it couldn't be better, because it just kind of cancelled out the little negative press with the whole drama with the teacher did I get. So big up yourself, Miss Elvie, and, you know, keep doing what you're doing and engaging with your students. Number 8, Need Man. Jesus, me not have nothing to say, but watch this video with them two girl here. Just pray.
You have some friend. Every minute them come and tell you things about your man. I don't want no girl tell me nothing about my man. My man I don't want a girl tell me about my man. I don't want nobody tell me about my man. Because guess what? I not love my man. I want my man. Oh, man. Bad. I want my man. I need my man. I need my man. I need my man. Oh, God.
What is?
Okay then. Well, let me know what you think about these ladies' burritos in the comments. Okay?
Lock themselves inside, jackasses.
Number 7, bake it. Me muga yaka woy. So this is another video that went viral now, not just viral in Jamaica, viral abroad. Now, if you watch a lot of Breakfast Club, Charlamagne always describes, you know, the craziest of the people that come from part of New York, in a Bronx and in a Miami. And this is definitely living up to it. So this story went viral after a brother, and yes, him Jamaican, the day of Florida, I mean, him little, you know, him carry him and stay there as him home when somebody intruder run in and point one gun in him face, and the man have to defend it and just pew pew.
And the only reason why I come out alive is when I grab that AK and I put it to the side and keep baking it and make sure I can lift down again. I keep baking it.
Stewart abruptly woken up by a loud knock at the door as he slept in his van off Northwest 6th Court near 71st Street. When he finally got up to check who was outside,
The door was so violently grabbed open, and by I look up, an AK was in my nose. I used common sense and quick reflect, get the AK out, and I empty my Glock in his chest.
No, the brother actually look like say him a wait for the moment here all him life. It's like him used to watch Wally Pat Teddy, Brock Shot, Wally Pat Shatters and them little things there. Him have the little 9, you know them long time 80s, 70s bad man there. Him not step out of the century yet. Or decade, Jesus Cranberry, decade.
Fly my door open, the only thing you do is tuck the AK in my face. Ah. What are you doing?
Now since then the man is all up all over the place. I see him and Movada in a studio look like him a work on song. Then him did picture in a supermarket to talk to people and basically you know own up to him badness.
You have to bake it.
Yes, man.
You have to bake it. Bake it. Don't make him finger make it. Bake it.
Alright.
Love and protection.
Boy, Stuart, I do not know what will come of this, if they're going to cast in our movie, if you're actually go the artist route, or you know, you're going to become the next Gully Bop. We don't know, but me I look forward to hearing more from this because, yeah, bake it. Number 6, Elephant Man Jim Zit. Oh. Hey everyone, I know that you are enjoying the social media countdown, but let me just say, if you want to promote, please reach out to DuttyBerryShow@gmail.com. It's awesome rates. You can get to promote your business, your event, your music. Send us an email right now. It is DuttyBerryShow@gmail.com. That is it, and we can get the conversation started. Now enjoy the remainder of the countdown. So, but let's say Elephant Man have new song when him find it, and it look like say he's finding his way back to the gym to him fitness since he is dubbed the Energy God. Now him team up with this big boss trainer by the name of Patrice White. Now she have her fitness thing going named Dynamic Lifestyle, and she work with all the celebrities. I tell you that from now. So she have Debbie Bissoon, she have Yanni Curvy Diva. I don't know which public figure gonna end up at Fair Gym at some point in time. And now she has the Energy God. Yeah man, so one thing with Patrice is that she do not play when it comes to training people. No, she work with all the people in the industry, and right about now I have to show you what it was like when she started training Elephant Man.
Come, belly back, let's go. Go back into it, man, back into it. Grab it, let's go, that's 7. Ready, let's go. Come up, man, come up. 8, 9, come up. 10, up. 11, up. 12, up. 13, so that's start. 14, up. 15, in wall ball. Up. 16, up. 17, up. 18, up. 19, come up. 20, come up. Come up.
No, Elephant Man is one of the most entertaining personalities. The man is a walking reality show.
18, 19, 20, switch. No, that's 19. I'm not going to accept that pop down 20. Let's go. Give me one more on that same hand. Elephant, one more. Let's go. 20. Ready. Switch now. Switch now. Switch now. Can you go into it and stop the resting? Let's go. 1. That's it. 2. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So I know Patrice and I understand say I just saw she train. She have a little military type of style. She just cross and hungry and miserable with how she do her thing. And you know, I talked to her recently and she, you know, she gave me a little bit of a behind the scenes thing with she and Elephant Man.
So you make my gym gone viral. You make people have me as a wicked trainer. But you not tell people you give me beer talking here. You tell me say you want cut this. You understand? You tell me say you want cut this. But then you do everything bad.
Wicked.
Not helping me to cut this. You get
where the people them call her a wicked trainer?
No, but you see?
Them call her what the woman name with the wing the man she can fly Melfi what? Melfi thing or what's she name?
No.
Them say yes.
The reality of it, guys, the reality of it is this. Clients come to the gym, expect the trainers to provide miracles, to produce miracles. You understand me? I'm to produce miracle with Ellie. When Ellie now help me with this. I'm for go drink.
But with him I come, with him there it is, so watch it. Watch it now. So, a miracle at work, but we still not stop calling her the evil trainer. So, if you come in here, guys, make sure you are ready to face the evil trainer. Because
They're ready. If you're coming here, guys, make sure you're ready to do the work. Say that.
I'm going to show you how evil she is with workout.
Alright, big up yourself, Elephant Man, and big up yourself, Patrice, and I hope you continue posting these videos on social media. Number 5, Yams at it. Migungo, so me don't know, boy, I do not know what is going on with the yamification of the Jamaican society. It just seems that everybody these days wants to be a yamid. So the video here surfaced now with 2 girls, 2 sisters, must gang up on one matey, and it just never went well, all because them are share the same man.
Big waist scan. Nobody know how to phone my girl. I'ma tell you this. No, I'ma tell you this from now. You see that blue stream there? Make me see back your butt tonight, me here. I'm gonna see that blue stream there. And your bright about to take phone and answer phone.
Oh, Jesus, P. No, you tell me no. Look, no. Oh, my gosh. In a 29, oh, Jesus, P, man. All of this energy now I bring to the man, you know? All of this energy now I bring to the man. And the sad thing about this is that the way they do this poor matey, they do the girl like Angelica Dolly from Rugrats. You know, the whole entire situation, man. Boy, oh boy. Give me one word to describe these ladies, Burritos. Sound off below. Number 4, Spice Prank. Me dancehall queen. So dancehall artist Spice, you know, so once she dey home now, she always bring the mother version of herself. So one day look like she upstairs read the news, you know, just watch the TV. When out of nowhere, one of her children, them call her downstairs. And this is what took place after.
Hey guys, today is my first vlog and I'm about to prank my mom that the TV is broken. So guys, I'm about to start. Mom! Mom! Mommy! Come! Come downstairs quick! Come! Come! Nicholas brought the TV. What?
It's a from YouTube. And you just press Mommy!
Hey, don't joke with me. Don't joke with me. Just stop me papa for that way, you know. Don't joke with me.
Steve on the Tyrone video.
Don't joke with me. I can't be like a kid without doing this.
Yeah, that's why I say I joke quick.
Don't joke with me, Nicholas.
Nicholas and Nicola tie only this close to getting a proper poof, poof, poof. No man, you cannot our place so close to the Jamaican parent. Anyhow, you never jump in and call it a Dana man and I get some whooping that Dana man. Boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh, I never try to prank my mother like this. Cause my mother like, all let me tell her say a joke, the way she would have vexed, she not gonna really stop. Like she gonna still carry out because basically she say I waste her time, so she just have to beat me just because. What do you think of this video, Burritos? Sound off below.
Hey guys, you don't know, so it's a girl Shensia and you're watching Dirty Berry social media countdown. Keep it locked. Shensia.
Number 3, Bolt versus Johan. My word, my sentence, my sprinting line. So recently, Johan Blake, you know, got a lot of criticism for some remarks that he made, apparently, you know, saying that he was overshadowed by Usain Bolt. What? It said, deep secrets revealed why Johan Blake is bitter about his rivalry with Usain Bolt. Now, this was in the Outlook magazine in India. So when the headline came out, everybody has said, no man, what kind of bad mind thing that Johan Blake depend? And shortly after, Usain Bolt took to his Instagram to post this picture with the caption, overshadow, with the emoji, huh? Basically, I say, oh, what are you talking about? Where the brother you depend? I saw it at first and I said, basically, I don't know Johan Blake for kind of be the type of mischievous person here in terms of communicating like this in the media. And so, media say, him right, you know, there was some overshadowing. I could understand him expressing him overshadowed because everybody knows Usain Bolt is like big bad legend and when him on the track, nobody don't see nobody else. You know, he's like the pride of track and field. And all when you in a race and you run something, nobody know business about you or something, all when you lower the record, because Bolt already lower the record to a next extent. And so I understand how that would have felt for Johan Blake, and especially knowing that Bolt step away, he's not in the same prime of his physical ability to sort of be the top man in track and field. So it could be believable, but I still never feel something where Blake would actually say. And so, you know, the interview came out now, I'm going to look on it,
100-meter champion. A lot of people like us who really don't get to see so much of Johan Blake, we thought that Blake always lived in the shadows of Bolt.
I think 2011, when I won the World Championship, changed all of that. Also, when I run in 1926, and also when I run in 1969, change all of that, because when you're living in a era of we're dominated by the Bolt, it's different, and to step out of that shadow to be the man is not easy, because when the world is penetrating on one person. But I think I did step away, creating my own self with all of those time.
Do you think?
And would you believe it? It was not as messy as how the headline made it to be. It was actually the interviewer who used the overshadow word, and Johan Blake gave his response in a quite civil, humble manner. And so this is just much ado about nothing. But in order to make all of this, Usain Bolt took up his pettiness to a next level by dropping, because you know him in music production, by dropping a rhythm called, you guessed it, the overshadow rhythm.
Yo, boy, we not deal with overshadowing, we deal with bricks.
I don't know if you say Usain Bolt, there's no bad promotion, yeah, so they think I promote your music. But the two of them are two people who contribute to local track and field, and added to the international recognition for Brad Jamaica. So I just hope say whatever beef they might have behind the scenes, because so little drama they go on from the little Glen Mills incident, but hope them patched up and everything will be all and well for 2020. Number 2, Annie Palmer, MJU. My word, my sentence, me dopey bat. So if you do never hear about the story, there's something wrong with you, because this legend of Annie Palmer, the White Witch of Rosal, came to resurface recently because the Miss Jamaica Universe organization decided to allow the Miss Jamaica Universe for 2019, Iana Tickle Garcia, to go to Atlanta to dress as Annie Palmer for the costume segment of the competition. What? And just let me tell you this, Jamaicans they never like it. Whole heap of people did upset when they hear about this, because all they're looking at is that, Annie Palmer, what we hear about, was a slave owner. She's this wicked woman who basically kill off all her husband them and treat slaves horribly, kill them, and, end up being killed by a slave herself, and then, her dopey aunt, Rosal. That is
Jamaica! From the western side of Jamaica, there was a plantation run by a woman known as the White Witch. This costume represents her and comes complete with a bedazzled headpiece and wings. Something wasn't right with this woman in white. Jamaica!
The whole legend that we have. And so people there feel so out of all of the Jamaican representatives and all of the different public figures, this is what we choose. They, send up to the Miss Universe organization. But what made it, what triggered a lot of people was actually the post that kind of romanticized Annie Palmer. Take a look. So the post read, Annie Palmer, the legend of Rosal. Dubbed the White Witch of Rosal, local folk legend has it that Annie Palmer ruled the 18th century plantation with an iron fist and drove fear into the hearts of loved ones and enemies alike. Her iconic home, the Rose Hall Great House, is a National Heritage Site in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and still stands magnificently today after almost 300 years as a popular visitor attraction where many claim they have spotted Annie Palmer's ghost. That's nice and all if they do a nice little, one like a haunted film, and you want to drum up the little excitement, but not when it's a national costume thing, like the little slave part and them something there. And Iana went to Twitter now to kind of quell the drama, and she only made it worse because her comments basically just kind of, suggested that Jamaicans kind of ignorant and them not really, understand what is going on and what they're doing with this costume. And that made things worse. And then the Miss Jamaica Universe organization gave one piece of encyclopedia of apology on their social media pages, but it still wasn't enough to sort of quell the anger that a lot of Jamaicans had, because the tone of it was just not, it never resonated with people. That's all I forgot to say. It could have been handled a little bit better. Maybe they need some communications PR person to kind of deal with them type of thing here, but I don't think it was handled in the best way. Hopefully moving forward it can be better for years to come. But let me just say this, that the costume, it never just happened out of chance. So, because Rosal Great House is actually one of the sponsors for Iana Tickle Garcia, the Miss Jamaica Universe 2019 representative. So you understand a little strips there that maybe the sponsors had a say in the selection of the outfit, since they might give them the dinero. Okay, but what made it fun though was some of the tweets them that people put out, and one girl basically says since they want something bad from Montego Bay to represent the country, why they never dress her up as a scammer? And then you had another user who said that this is how Annie Palmer reacted when them choose her for the costume. But I don't know, Burritos. Let me know what you thought about it. Are you Team Miss Jamaica Universe organizers for choosing the Annie Palmer costume? Or are you on the side that, no man, this was definitely wrong, not a good choice? And for me, I just say, boy, hopefully it is a learning lesson and that 2020 will be bigger and better. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to big up the new Miss Universe, beautiful lady from South Africa, Miss Zosie.
Right about now, it's time for the big up segment. Well done. Look how the girls them sexy and young. Run club, sing along. Well then, pick up the pen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rasheen Berry, more popularly known as Dotty Berry, is a digital media content creator with over 200,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Dotty Berry rose to fame following the release of his comical commentary video of Jamaican singer Tessanne Chin, or as he called her, Chinita Goodas, who was a
and yes, burritos, we did it. We pulled away with a win because you know we didn't really go on over the side here. But I'm very grateful to be one of the recipients of the Prime Minister Youth Award for Excellence 2019 in Arts and Entertainment. Like, it means a lot, especially to be probably one of the first social media persons, YouTubers from Jamaica, to collect an award because usually other type of creatives like the actors and the dancers, and so to have somebody there representing YouTube, like, it means a lot because we're so excited for the community of YouTubers that are developing in Jamaica right now. And I work hard, but honestly I work really hard because it's something I love. I never realized I love creating content, and not just creating content, but creating content that impacts and like have some connection to the culture. And it I'm very appreciative, and especially for all of the support that I got from the burritos. I mean, on a pop out in a droves. I tried to reply to as many of the comments as I could, and boy, it was just so overwhelming. The day went great. It was a good moment. Trust me, people, I'm gonna do a story time and detail about it. But big up to all of the other nominees as well, to the woman who nominated me. That is for another date because I forgot to meet you and all of these things and get into it. But I'm going to do a story time to show you guys a bit more about what it was like on the day and to just give more backstory to it. But this is the award, and thank you so much for supporting me.
You deserve your award.
Oh, thank you very much, most honorable Brogan.
You're a pioneer in social media. Wow. And a major influencer.
Andrew, thank you very much. Thank you. Watch your style, man. I intend to jet boss. I'm represent for social media countdown. You know the band is come down there. We'll make a money time for we in a buy up or buy up.
And number one goes to Conscience Stocks. Woo! Yes. My word, my sentence, my paragraph, my backswood essay, my biblioteca. So, dancehall artist Conscience has once again, talk up some things from off of him chest. So, say him and him wife, Lataya, they have a on and off. Boy, this Pandering for Pandabang sort of relationship where this minute them go, tomorrow them agree, and it is all taking place on social media. So recently, he took to Instagram to kind of vent and to just chime in with his 2 cents and share this message about the status of his relationship. Thank you very much, lads, for the best years of my life. Sorry, me F it up. Me have to fix up myself as a person and fix my head too. And no matter where you go in life, I am going to be a call away. Watching and hoping you find real happiness with someone deserving, but I will be ready and waiting if ever you call. To all ladies, I am not available and don't want anybody at all. Me now go depressed on the timeline, me just I said this publicly so everybody know what kind of clown on the day I support. And so any man where clown themselves can wise the F up. And okay, and wow, and Jesus Pim, so when Conscience said this, a lot of people were applauding him for sharing this because Wally man really own up him them mistakes like this. But then you have some people that say, wow, and when Conscience mess up and single now, him choose for a mention, say him no want a body, him no want a woman, him want focus on all kind of things, so him shouldn't have focused on before. And boy, and so while this is going now, and everybody has say, he move on and the relationship done because him and him wife did them only there for like about 2 years. I think them there 5 years yet. I just one day they married. And so people are say, well, everything done, Conscience, now you learn a lesson, do better in your next relationship. But there came Jim Screechy and Lataya because Lataya said she not give up on relationship like that. Because if Cardi B ever stay with Offset after all of the cheating, why she ever leave fear, man? So Lataya is standing up for love. Lataya said she now come out of the relationship. So when some users were trying to kind of say that, yo, she need to pack up her things and leave, Lataya came to the defense of her man and said, no, I don't want nobody to disrespect Conscience. Conscience is very much there, and that she is going nowhere. And no, because of that, Lataya herself started to get trolled because, no, just look on them Twitter, people them start to put out, turn Lataya and Conscience in our whole entire puppy show of memes. Pre.
Nobody tell me my man, because guess what, I'm not left my man, I want my man. Oh, man, bad! My man.
Me in love, me and a man, woman.
That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
But honestly, I do not know people. Me do not know. Me like Conscience and lots as a couple. Me think them are a nice couple. Me like the little vibe them have going on. But it look like Conscience just have him Kevin Hart mess up them one after the other. And no matter how him say, yo, it's like Conscience I tell her, say, me a drunk, me a dog. I am no good. Save yourself. Lataya said, no, no, no. I am staying right here. I am staying right here. Me not gonna away. Me not gonna away. I am staying right here. Me a clown. Me a shit. Go and find somebody elsewhere. No, 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 no. Me a stay right here. Me a stay right here. Me a stay right here. Me not divorce. Me not divorce. So get to the program. And so Conscience, I guess him just have to stay stuck because the way Lataya love turn up, I do not know what more left for Conscience do. What would I turn Lataya against him? Me not think there is nothing. The girl just love. She have the type of love where Celine Dion talk about. You know the Monica I'll cross an ocean for you. And them type of love they look like Lataya have. When she say they are saying, you not ready at all, ready for all. No man, the unconditional love the Lataya have. So she not leave the relationship. So Conscience, just stop here the problem because you know so Lataya the person for you talk to. Because since she's everybody, you don't need to tell social media because she is the ideal woman. She the ideal woman to just talk to her because she'll listen to you and guide you the appropriate way. Okay, so let me know what you talk about this entire drama, Burritos. Sound off below. Well, that's it, Burritos. We've come to the end of another social media top 15 countdown. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Give me a like. You know, see, our Christmas season is free, so give me the thumbs up. Also, to leave a comment and let me know what was your favorite part of the social media countdown. And if you're new, do not forget to hit the subscribe button because I know I always watch and don't want to subscribe. Yes, me I talk to Uno. Turn on, hit the subscribe button and welcome to the Burritos family. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, it is at Dirty Berry Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, where else? Snapchat. And if you want to advertise within the social media countdown, just send me an email to dirtyberryshow@gmail.com. Okay, take care until the next time. Oh, I'm still sickish.
The dirty of the berry, yeah, the juicy of the scoop. All the things are going on and missing on the news. Tell your sister and your auntie said the corner coming soon. All the drama what you want, you for tuning to the youth.